Almost 5 years sober from alcoholism, and I was just scrolling on my TikTok and had a craving for alcohol. This does not happen very often to me, being almost 5 years in recovery. I'm like literally sitting on my couch meal planning. This is very unglamorous and unplanned, but I thought that it would be very transparent to like walk you guys through this and what this looks like. Maybe this will help someone who's contemplating getting sober or is in the early stages of their sobriety. We often don't talk about how we work through those. We just talk about that we do work through them, but we don't really know how that looks, nor is it often explained how it looks. It's very unglamorous, to be honest with you. I mean, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. To make a long story short, I seen a video of a girl who has recently gone through a grief journey, and she's been getting a lot better, and she was doing like an updated positive version, like cook dinner with me, and she was like setting the tone, the vibe of the video, talking about what music was playing and what she was going to cook, and then showed what drink she was having and said to go get your drink of choice. So the overall tone of the video was very comforting. But obviously when she said to me, go get your drink of choice, that was very unsettling. It was unsettling because my reality is that I can't go get a drink of choice, and it will not be comforting, and it's not a way for me to move through grief. And before, it has been a way for me to lean and move through grief, right? And that's not to say this person in any way has an inappropriate relationship with alcohol. This is just me reflecting and comparing the situation. Instantly, I thought about what it would taste like to have a drink of my choice, and then I instantly thought about how it would feel to be slightly intoxicated cooking a meal, which is one of the things that I do find myself in recovery missing when I miss things. It's rare now, 5 years in, but it still happens. I miss the casualness of it, and just like the very mundane day-to-day, like ordinary tasks felt slightly elevated with alcohol. Keyword felt. They weren't. And for someone like me, it's not glamorous and it's not that simple, unfortunately. So when I was visualizing that, I had to scroll, and then I acknowledged that I had scrolled because it had made me uncomfortable. And then I was like, let me just sit with this uncomfortableness for a second and think about like, why did that sound good to me? I think it sounded good because of the way it was positioned, and stuff like this in organic day-to-day life, someone romanticizing this, which is not her fault. I'm just saying, me viewing this has much more of an impact on me than like a marketing, like a commercial. Having a really strong why when you get sober is very important, because it's times like these where you recognize, you stop, you acknowledge, you reframe your thinking, you're aware of everything, and then you have to remember, why am I not doing that? Because I want that in this moment. And the reason you're not doing that is your why. And so, you know, your why can be very personal, and it can also change through the years and through time in sobriety, I think, a lot. For example, I do believe personally that if I picked up drinking again, it would not be the way that it was before. But that's not the point. The reason that I continue to choose to not drink is for protection of the life that I have now created for myself and the version of myself that I now am. I never want to risk going back to that version of my life or that version of me. But then I also like to sit in gratitude of what I have now. Not only do I like to think like, whoa, I don't want to be there, I like to think, whoa, I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I am where I am with a community. To be able to be like vulnerable and transparent about stuff like this is important, but it really feeds my soul. Anyways, if you're sober today, I'm proud of you. And if you're trying to get sober today, I am so, so proud of you.